Please wait 2 minutes. We'll start the session. Yeah. So, good morning, all of you. Very good morning, all of you. Very good morning. So, before start the session, so let us fix the agenda. What we're going to be discussing for today, let us try to write down first. So, in yesterday, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. We understood very clearly. What is DevOps? We understood very clearly in the last class. So today we focus on what is AWS. What is in AWS for today? And what is the difference between AWS versus DevOps? This is in exactly our agenda for today's session. Got it very clearly. So in the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. Okay. So today we're going to be discussing about what is AWS and what is the difference between AWS versus DevOps? That is exactly we're going to be discussing for today's session. So before start understanding AWS, before starts understand AWS, so let us revise one more time last class session. Let us revise. Last class session, guys. Please. So let us revise one more time. Last class session. So within 10 to 15 minutes, then we'll move forward into the what is AWS for today's session. Okay. So firstly, before starting the session, so I have a few questions. Which one of the questions, guys, please? What are the first question? What is an application? Second question, what is a server? Third question, what is an SDLC? What is an SDLC? So try to understand these three questions. What are the first question? What is an application? Application is nothing but what? Website. Application is nothing but a website like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show, whatever may be, Flipkart or Amazon, these are all we're calling as what? Website. What is an application? Application is nothing but a website. So that we can able to place the server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website. Repeat one more time, guys, please. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming language like Java, .NET, Python, we call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side, then we can access our internet as a website. Got it. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. SDLC is a software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. These are all the stages we have in SDLC. By following these are all SDLCs. These are all the stages. By following these are all the stages, we can produce an application and doing a business in internet or doing a business in internet gas please. Or doing a business in internet. So for example, if you want to build a Flipkart kind of application, can able to make it in single day? In an overnight, can able to make it ready? No, we can't make in a single day. Is it not possible? It is not possible case, please. But how exactly we can, by following these all stages, what are the first stage, yes, please? Analysis means gathering information from the client. How exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, and what is in exactly the business model. Each and everything will be gathered from the client. Based on gathering information, it will be analysis. It will be analysis. Once if it is analysis, our architects will be design. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According to the plan, our developers will implement the lines of code. Our developers will implement the lines of code that we are calling as what? Software. Whether it is working or not, our testers will be verify the functionality. Once if it is verified, we're going to be place our applications on hundreds of servers. Placed on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, we can access our internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, we're going to be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which you are calling as what? DevOps transparent pipeline. Sorry, this entire process, which you are calling as what? Software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle. By helping of the software development lifecycle SDLC, we can produce an application and we can able to do business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon. So if you are a software engineer, directly or indirectly, you are part of software development lifecycle. Directly or indirectly, you are part of software development lifecycle. So if you are a developer, can write the code. If you are a tester, can verify the software. But if you're a DevOps engineer, what exactly, guys, please? If you are a DevOps engineer, what you are gonna be do here? That we are gonna be discussing, right? DEV is nothing but what? Development. OPS is nothing but what? Operation. The combination of software development plus operation is nothing but what? DevOps. It's nothing but what? DevOps. Means our roles and responsibilities start from where? Dev environment ends with what? Operation. That means what? Exactly, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment means we're part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operation, and monitor. And monitoring, guys, please. And monitoring. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. But is DevOps is a technology? No. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a process. But this process, which we are going to be implementing from dev environment to operation, which we are going to be implementing from A dev environment to operations. We're going to be implementing dev environment to operations, guys, please. Means while we implementing this DevOps process, make sure whether you are implementing, whether you are going to be delivering within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost is nothing but what? DevOps process. Usually what will happen? The developers are keep on writing the lines of code. These lines of code, we're going to be placed on hundreds of servers. We're going to be placed on hundreds of servers. We're going to be placed on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, how exactly? How we gonna be placed on hundreds of servers? So within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost is nothing but what? DevOps process. I'll repeat one more time. Whatever the lines of code is written by developer, we are gonna be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost is nothing but what? DevOps transparent pipeline. As a DevOps engineer, what exactly are roles and responsibilities, guys, please? We're going to be replacing with what? Complex pipeline. We're going to be replacing with what? Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. So SDLC is a complex pipeline. Our DevOps process is a transparent pipeline. Sir, why we are calling SDLC is a SDLC is a complex pipeline? Why we are calling as a DevOps is a transparent pipeline? Let us try to understand, guys. Let us try to understand. So, SDLC is a manual process. It is a manual process from analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. Due to this manual process, even if you got an issue, any problem in the middle of the process, for identification, it will take a long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long. Got it? For identification, it will take a long time. For resolving issue also, it will take a long time. That means what? Cost will be increased, quality will be decreased. To overcome this problem, we're going to be replacing with what? Our DevOps transparent pipeline. We're going to be replacing with what? Our DevOps transparent pipeline case, please. So this is exactly an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. While implementing this in automated DevOps transparent pipeline, even if we got any issue, any problem in the middle of the process, any issue, any problem in the middle of the process, easily we can able to rectify, easily we can able to resolve as soon as possible within a shortest time. If we can able to resolve within a shortest time, definitely cost will be reduced, quality will be increased. So that is the reason. So we are going to be replacing with what? As a DevOps engineer, we're going to be replacing with what? A complex pipeline with what? A transparent pipeline. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this only. The actual DevOps transparent pipeline is what? Look like this only. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operations. And operations, guys, please. Our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operations. Means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. To be frankly, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any test. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are gonna be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to production environment. Got it very clearly. But if you want to implement this DevOps transparent pipeline, which are all the tools we're gonna be using, guys, please? Which are all the tools we are gonna be using, guys, please? We are gonna be using Git. Git we are gonna be using. Maven we are gonna be using. Jenkins we are gonna be using. JFrog we're gonna be using. SonarQube, Ansible, Microsoft Azure, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk, Elastics, Logstacks, Kibana, Terraform. These are all the tools we are gonna be using for implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. DevOps transparent pipeline, guys, please. But how exactly we are gonna be using? By helping of Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube. We are gonna be in implementing our CI/CD process, continuous integration, making working software, and continuous delivery. How exactly we gonna be using, guys? Please tell me. Git is a version control. By helping of Git, each and every developer lines of code we can able to maintain. Each and every developer lines of code we can able to maintain in a Git repository. Git repository. After maintaining as a version wide, we're gonna be executing by helping of Maven. Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. And Jenkins is an automation. By helping of Jenkins, we can automate our entire CI/CD process, continuously integrating all developer source code, making working software we're going to be delivering into the release. So, but after successfully verify the software, where exactly we're going to be delivering our application in a release, that we are going to be handled by the JFrog. That we are going to be handled by the JFrog. And we're going to be learning SonarQube also. SonarQube is a code analyzer. By helping of SonarQube, we can able to analysis our Java program, whether the developers are following standards or not, whether the developers are using right functions or not, it will be verified. So by helping of Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, we are going to be in implementing our CI/CD, continuous integration, making working software, and continuous delivery. CI/CD process, which we are going to be implementing. Once if it is an implement CI/CD, we're going to be place our applications on hundreds of servers. Placed on hundreds of servers. So how exactly we can able to handle these hundreds of servers? By helping of configuration management. What is the configuration management? Replacing a manual configuration process with what? An automated process is nothing but what? Configuration management. It's nothing but what? Configuration management. Configuration management, yes, please. Configuration management. Configuration management. So these hundreds of servers, we can able to create creation files, changing files, deploying our applications, deploying our applications, deploying our applications, deploying our applications at a time, automatically by helping of configuration management. Let me repeat what is the configuration management. So replacing a manual process with what? An automated process on a hundreds of servers is nothing but what? Configuration management. But for this, for this, for this, for this, Which are all the tools we are going to be learning, guys, please? Ansible and Chef. Which are all the tools we're going to be learning, guys, please? Ansible and Chef. Please wait one second. Please wait. Which are all the tools, guys, please? So what is the configuration management? Replacing a manual process with an automated process, which you are calling is what? Configuration management. Which are all the tools we're going to be learning? Ansible and Chef. Ansible is a push model. Chef is a pull model. These two tools we're going to be learning. But if you want to automate, from where exactly we can able to get these hundreds of servers, either from physical environment or virtual environment or from cloud environment. But which cloud we're going to be using? AWS, Amazon Web Services. By using Amazon Web Services, we can able to get a hundreds of servers. Those hundreds of servers, we can able to automate by helping of Ansible or Chef. By helping of Ansible or Chef, guys, please. Not only placing our applications on AWS servers, we can able to place on Docker containers also. Docker containers also. Docker containers are isolated area. Docker containers are an isolated area which you can place our websites very easily with low cost with high performance. But these containers we can able to manage or control by the Kubernetes. Kubernetes is a orchestration tool. By helping of Kubernetes, we can manage all our Docker containers. We're going to be learning Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. By helping of Vagrant, we can easily creating a virtual machines in your laptop. And we can make easier dev environments also. And we're going to be learning Nagios. Nagios is a system monitoring. By helping of Nagios, we can able to monitor our service, whether it is up and running, what are the RAM, what are the CPU, what are the current load, what are the user load, what are the network load. We can able to monitor. And we're going to be learning elastic log stack Kibana also. By helping of ELK, elastic log stack Kibana, we can able to monitor our application while using internally. We're going to be generating a logs for each and every action. Those logs will be monitored and it will be give a statistics analytics also. And we're going to be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud, either Azure or AWS or a Google. It is a cross cloud platform. So by helping of these are all the tools: Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Chef, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Nagios, Elk, Terraform. We can able to implement, okay, our DevOps transparent pipeline. While implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we require infrastructure. We require infrastructure. What is infrastructure, please? What is infrastructure? What is an exactly infrastructure? Please tell me. Infrastructure means what? Infrastructure means what? First, before understanding infrastructure, please, what is an application as we understand in the beginning? Please tell me. What is an application? In the beginning of the session itself, we understood what is an application. Please, anybody help me? What is an application? Application is nothing but a website, like a Flipkart or Amazon. For maintaining this website, for maintaining this website, for placing this website, for deploying this website, we required a infrastructure. Infrastructure. So to understand, so to conduct this DevOps class, what kind of infrastructure is required? Chairs, tables, lights, fans, my laptop, internet connection, TV, projector. These are all infrastructure is required to conduct this DevOps class. Understood very clearly. And moreover, this room is dedicated for conducting DevOps classes also. Very good. Understand. The same way, for maintaining our application, for deploying our websites, what kind of infrastructure is required majorly? What kind of infrastructure is required majorly? Servers, networks, storage, database, and so on. Database and so on, guys, please. And so on, guys, please. So these are all major infrastructure is required. These are all major infrastructure is required. These are all major infrastructure is required. But how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways to get? Infrastructure. How many ways we can able to get infrastructure? How many ways we can able to get infrastructure? Either physical form or virtual form or from cloud. Or from cloud, guys, please. But tell me, what is a cloud computing? What is a cloud? What is a cloud? So to specifically, I'm going to be asking you, please, what is a cloud computing? What is a cloud computing? What is a cloud computing? If we can access over internet any resource as a rental base is nothing but what? Cloud computing. So before understanding what is a cloud computing, first let us try to understand what is a data centers. What is a data centers, guys? Please tell me. What is an exactly data centers? Please tell me. What is an exactly data centers? Please tell me. If you can access, if you can access remote placely over internet is infrastructure which we calling as cloud, which I have already discussed. But what about server, guys, please? What about data centers, guys? Please tell me. The huge computing power keeping in a rack wise in a big room we calling as a data center. What is a data center? What is an exactly data center? If you can access our internet from data center, which you calling as what? Cloud. Understood. But what is a data center? Huge computing power keeping in a rack wise in a big room. We calling as a data centers. These data centers are located in different geographical locations, like in US, in Singapore, in Malaysia, in India, Hyderabad, Mumbai, so many places. So from these places, from these remote places, if we can able to control or access any kind of resource like servers and databases, which you are calling as what? Cloud computing. Yeah, please let us try to understand. What is an exactly cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing? What is the cloud computing as? Please tell me. What is an exactly cloud computing? What is in exactly the cloud computing, please? So the huge computing power keeping in a rack wise, which you calling as what? Data centers. These data centers are located in different geographical locations, like in Hyderabad, like in Mumbai, somewhere else. From this remote place, if we can access resources such as servers, network, storage, and databases, our internet, our internet, our internet, from your laptop, is nothing but what? Is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. So my question is, for deploying our applications, for maintaining our websites, for maintaining websites, we require infrastructure. That infrastructure, infrastructure, we can able to get it two ways. What are the first option? Build, then use, and select, then use. So for deploying our applications or websites, so for deploying our applications, what exactly we have required infrastructure, the infrastructure. So can you able to build the news and select the news, which is better for you? So into this these two options, which is better for you, please, for deploying our applications, which is easy for you, build the news and select the news. Obviously, it will be select the news one. To understand this, so I'll give one more example to understand. For example, you want to go to railway station. How are we going to be go? We have two options. By car only, agreed. But two options. One is the first option is what? Buying a new car or reach your railway station. First option. Second option is what? Book a rental car and go to the railway station. Which is the best option for you? Rental car. Second option. Second option only. So why? Because get the car within 5 minutes. So what getting into the car, reach the railway station, what is the tariff? 500 rupees, you need to pay it. But buying car is not easy like that. Am I right? Required 10 lakhs minimum. Driver is required license, pollution check, insurance copy. These are all required. The same way. So building infrastructure is not easy in a single day. We need to upfront amount, lot of things. So lot of crores of rupees we need to invest. And after getting also, it is not easy to maintain. So rental every month, employee salary is not easy. But so if you go for select and use, means get the server from cloud and use it and pay the rent. That is, we calling as what? Select the news. So what I'm trying to tell you, please. So for deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure we require? We can able to get it from cloud as a rental base. Select the infrastructure and use it and pay it the rent. This is what exactly the cloud. What is the cloud? Cloud is a rental based infrastructure. We can get it is very easily for maintaining our application, for deploying our applications very easily. Based on usage, we can able to pay the rent. Is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Is nothing but what? Cloud computing. But which are all the cloud providers are available in the market? Which are all the cloud providers are available in the market? So many. But which are all the leading guys, please? Three. Only AWS, Azure, Google. These three only leading cloud providers available in the market. But which cloud we going to be learning? AWS, Amazon Web Services, we're going to be learning. Amazon Web Services, we are going to be learning as please. Amazon Web Services, which we are going to be learning. In Amazon Web Services, in AWS, totally we're going to be discussing four models, guys, please. VBC model, EC2 model, RDS model, and S3 model. Totally we have a four modules, guys, please. Totally we have a four modules. Totally we have a four modules. VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, S3 model. Totally we have a 4 models case. VPC, EC2, RDS, and S3. Totally we have a 4 models here. Totally we have a 4 models. So what is a VPC? VPC is nothing but a network. VPC is nothing but a network. EC2 is nothing but a servers. RDS is nothing but a database. S3 is nothing but a storage. Let us write down, please. For deploying our applications, for maintaining our applications, our websites, we require infrastructure. What our infrastructure? Servers, network, storage, databases. So this infrastructure we can able to get it from where? This infrastructure from where exactly we can able to get it from? Cloud. Which cloud? AWS. In AWS, totally which models, guys, please? EC2 model we're going to be discussing. VPC model we're going to be discussing. S3 storage model we're going to be discussing. And totally RDS also. So for deploying our application, we can able to get this infrastructure from cloud and easily deploying our application as a Flipkart or Amazon book machine. Clear understanding? Very clearly. So let us try to understand one by one what is a VPC, what is EC2, what is RDS, and what is S3. Let us try to understand one by one. And let us start with what VPC. What is the VPC, guys, please? VPC is nothing but a cloud network. Which is a network? A virtual private network. What is a VPC? A virtual private network. A virtual private network. A virtual private network is nothing but what? VPC. Is nothing but what? VPC. VPC. Virtual private network, guys, please. A virtual private network. VPC. So let us try to understand what is a VPC. For example, if you go for any office network, any physical network, it is a completely isolated, it is a completely private, which you can't be accessed outside people. Go for any office, we have the computers connected with internet cable. The physical network we can see anywhere else. In your office also we can see, in our institute also we can see. The same kind of private network. The same kind of private network. If we can access our internet in a virtual form, not a physical form, in a virtual form, logical form, is nothing but what? VPC. What are the virtual private cloud? A virtual private network. If we can access our internet is nothing but what? VPC. In VPC, we can able to create n number of network. VPC1, VPC2, VPC3. So first, what I need to do, please, we need to create a AWS account. We need to create a AWS account. After getting into the AWS account, we can create n number of network. So anybody can getting into that. How exactly creating a Facebook account, Gmail account, the same way we can able to create a AWS account also. We can able to, anybody can able to getting into the AWS. Once if it is getting into the AWS, we can able to create a your network, your own networks. So in this network, we can able to keep our resources at the servers and databases, which we can access, which can be controlled by us, not by anybody. The complete resources is managing by you, but not by anybody. For example, to understand, you have a Gmail account. Yes. Are we seeing emails? Yes. Can able to see your emails? Can I see your emails? No. Can able to see my emails? No. Everybody can getting it Gmail or not? You and me can able to getting, but he can't be see my emails. Understood? The same way anybody can able to getting into the AWS. That means what? He can't be see my resources, my service. The same way I can't be see your resources, your services. Because of my services are fully controlled by myself, not by anybody. Is it fully secure? Understand? Yeah. So that is what exactly VPC. But what about EC2? Elastic Cloud Compute. So compute means what? RAM, CPU. I5, I3 process, which we are calling as what? Computing bar. That computing bar, if we can access over internet in a flexible form, in a elastic form, is nothing but what? EC2, elastic compute cloud. Elastic compute cloud is nothing but what? EC2 is nothing but what? EC2. EC2. I hope you people are understands very clear. I hope you understood very clearly. Clear. By helping of EC2, we can able to create server. Server is just like your laptop. Which are all the components available in laptop? The same components we are going to be using in server also. Either CPU, operating system, hard disk, RAM, firewall, network, whatever. But your laptop is just for home purpose, but server is for deploying our application websites. So we can able to get a server from AWS. So we can create a network. We can able to create a server service. On top of this service, we can place your websites, means applications. Means what? Applications. Clear? Understands very clear, all of you. To understand, let us go for any Flipkart or let us go for Netflix or Prime Video and Hotstar kind of applications. I want to place a Netflix kind of applications. How? First, what I need to do, please, I need to create a network. On top of what exactly? Server. On top of the EC2 server, we're placing our Netflix application. Then only we can access over internet like this. Clear. But after successful login, where exactly we can able to keep this information, login information, subscription information, where exactly in a database, a relational database services. By helping of RDS, we can able to get databases like MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, SQL also. And so we understood very clearly. So network, we understood EC2, we understood database. Excellent, and we understood. But so why we are using Netflix, please? Yeah, separate. Yes, we can. So why we are using Netflix for what? For what? For accessing videos and web series and videos, movies also. Sometimes we're gonna be using a Blu-ray printed movies also. It is more than 3 GB. Can able to inserting into the database the larger files? No, we can't. We can be handle larger files and maybe video file 3 GB, 6 GB files we can't be inserting into the database. But where exactly we can able to handle S3 bucket? Simple storage service. S3 bucket is a simple storage service. By helping of S3 bucket, simple storage service, we can able to handle any kind of file over internet. We can upload, we can download any kind of file, any kind of format. So over internet. So the best example for S3 bucket is my Google Drive. How I am controlling this notes, class notes, and PDF folders and files the same way, we can able to handle my S3 bucket also. The best example for this PPT itself. So this PPT is presenting from docs.google.com, not from a laptop. Same way, our S3 bucket also we're gonna be using. Okay, any kind of format. So for deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can able to get it from cloud. We can able to get it from cloud, guys, please. Either VPC, EC2, RDS, and database. So we understood very clearly. Please tell me what is an exactly for today. What is a DevOps, guys, please? DevOps is a an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. But for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we require infrastructure. That infrastructure we can able to get it from AWS. On top of this AWS infrastructure only, on top of the AWS environment only, we're going to be implementing our DevOps and automated process. Clear? So that is what exactly for today's session. So before taking your questions, let us overview of this course. What is exactly this course? Let us overview. So this is totally around maybe this course duration totally 5 months, 4.5 months to 5 months please. So in this 5 months duration, DevOps, complete AWS, Linux basics and shell script will be covered. Who can join? Which are all the prerequisites, guys, please? Linux basics, shell script, I will be covered, don't worry. No programming Java.NET is not required. Anybody can join. So you require a laptop with this configuration for daily practice. Okay. So what I'm delivering 1 hour class, it will take to practice minimum 2 to 3 hours. So you have to dedicate it for day 4 hours per day. For this course, you need to dedicate at least minimum to 3 to 4 hours per day. So who can join in this course? Freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. Any graduate can also join in this course. Which are all the benefits, guys, if you join in this course? Daily class recordings after the payment. Via Google Drive, you can able to access. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing up to 11 months recording videos. Resume preparation, entry question and answers for live real-time projects. 80% of soft materials I'm going to be shared with you. Our course starts with very basic level, finish with what? Advanced level. Each and every class is a practically implemented. Each and every class is practically implemented that you need to practice in your laptop. After completion of course, you will receive one certificate from our institute. So daily 1 hour class, the classes are Monday to Saturday. The classes are Monday to Saturday. So the course fee is what? 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete AWS, for daily recordings. If you want to talk to Redmond, please call this number 9297 It is our admin number. So for regarding fees and payments, whatever maybe, please call this number. If you want to see my course content, please if you open this course content, if you copy paste in our internet, if you copy paste any browser. Obviously, Sadish, we're going to be learning it. That's what we're going to be spending. So whatever they mention, the tools, all the tools, we're going to be learning very depth, experiential way, and do one project also. I'll explain. And please be open DevOps content. It totally around maybe 20 pages of DevOps content. It is a 10 pages of AWS content. Please be open and see. So one of the questions, so one of the student asked this question, Satish, I think so, it is asking questions. So are we covering these all the tools which I mentioned? Yes, obviously. For example, let's say a Docker and Kubernetes. Docker and Kubernetes. We want to be discussing 1 month. And if you go for Ansible, itself 1 month. 1 month, only one tool means what? Every day we are spending one hour. Each and every class is practically implementing in front of you. That you need to practice also. So how in depth we going to be discussing? Please be think about it. So initially we're going to be start from the very scratch, very understandable way we're going to be start, and each and every student can understand and start understanding Ansible each and every functionality and do the practicals each and every day. And by end of this module, we'll do one project also. The same way, totally we're dividing into this total DevOps tools, 4 categories, four modules. This total tools is dividing into the 4 modules. So Docker module, container module, CI/CD module, and Chef module, Ansible module. Like this, totally 4 modules will be covered. AWS also 2 modules. Totally 2 months will be discussed. Understood very clearly? So 2 modules in AWS, 4 modules in what? DevOps. Satish, got it? Fine. Yeah, still any questions, guys, please? So yesterday we understood very clearly what is DevOps. Today we understood AWS and AWS difference between AWS and DevOps. We understood. Tomorrow onwards we're going to be start our regular sessions. If anybody interested, please be done to the payment and registered, enroll. And tomorrow onwards we start a regular sessions. So tomorrow we will meet with a new meeting link. Either offline students or offline online students. Please do the registration. We'll continue for regular session for tomorrow. Okay. That's it, guys, please, for today. So do you have any questions, please? I copy paste this link in the chat box. Just to be double click. Just to be double click. Just to be double click on the link, you can able to open my course content. Understand? Any questions, offline students? In regular classes. Fine. That's it, guys. Please, will be continued by tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks a lot your time. We'll continue by tomorrow. Regular class. Thank you.